So yeah, by the way, did you guys see your man's El Alpha chilling with CJ, Busta Rhymes? Well, him and CJ are besties
Yeah.
since fucking since Semana
La
Santa and shit.
mamá de la mamá de la mamá de la mamá.
Pero, nonetheless, yeah, Tigre tenía, no sé si era un dinner party or what it was. It
Business
was
meeting.
Justin Timberlake was there, Busta Rhymes, Noriega.
Those are some big ass names, bro.
And Alpha's is in there rubbing elbows
Rubbing, yo, those are some big
with all these
names.
people.
Those are some big names that he's rubbing names with, and I didn't know that. I knew the whole CJ thing, porque antes de la mamá de la mamá de la mamá de la mamá, which I think is trash, but that's a different
Like
story.
that shit is fire.
That's just wild trash. But I mean, it's catching. It's a
That
different
shit is
genre.
fire.
Pero por eso mismo, it's catchy and they're doing a great job of put it in front of you. So it's bound to slap either way. Pero ellos están haciendo coro de hace rato, but I didn't know him meeting people like fucking JT and
Yeah.
fucking Busta Rhymes. Those are big names. Y el Tigre está cruzando aguas que nadie ha cruzado. And although I can see what people that make a certain type of music feel like his music is trash. I can see that, pero hay que dársela. Porque el chamaco se ha sabido manejar. And he's a brand, and he's carrying that brand. And he has a great mentality that I'm all behind, which is like, if it ain't broke, don't fucking fix it. Dele pa' allá, Alpha. Dele pa' allá, que whatever, right? I mean, your music is not something that I necessarily always jam to, pero, my nigga, un dembow del Alfa suena. ¿Qué mujer no mueve la cadera? Va a seguir. And how you hate on that? How? For real.
El
Vaina
Alpha,
bacana.
he know he saw his success with Lil Pump, and that was just with Lil Pump. And now Lil Pump is dead now. Who's heard of Lil Pump in a minute now? Besides like painting his fingernails, which is like I don't even care about, but like that's all he's really on the news for. It's not even for music. Like you feel me? And El Alpha knows like the U.S. is where it's at now, and he knows that if he could bring that dembow to let's say like suburban females who are gonna listen to CJ and Justin Timberlake and whoever else he's around by, he'll know he'll get a bigger sound, he'll get an even bigger check. El Alfa knows what he's doing. Like he's a smart man. Like he's working with who else is Dominican and working with
Like big names like that.
yeah in the US.
El Nene La Amenazi, which is not a big
Yeah.
name that like most people know, but that's because he moves in silent. But he recently he had a track with Wiz Khalifa, as far as like American names are. And he moves. He has had his own collaboration with El Nene. I mean, with Loboris. But I feel like he's not in the media's eye. He's not one who like pursues like controversy
Yeah.
for to get a buzz. Cause that's another thing that I noticed. Like the music is one thing, but you have to have a gimmick, something. No es de que yo canto bonito y ya. Nah, you gotta like have something, bro. Whether you be in the public's eye or the public's mouth or something. For real.
And a lot of that time that's a relationship. That's what keeps you relevant. Is that relationship keeps you in the public eye. Look at Quavo and Sweetie when they were going out. Quavo didn't drop for like two something years, but he was still thought about because he was with Sweetie and everybody like admired that relationship and all that. Like you feel me? You don't just get by not dropping music unless you one of the greats like Kendrick, Drake, and J. Cole. But if you just some regular ass nigga and you got a hit, you gotta be dramatic or something. Unfortunately, that's corny, but that's the way to stay relevant now.
Yeah, which
Unfortunately,
is corny and it's not something necessarily that niggas are behind. But nah, shout out to El Alfa and those moves that I see him doing because like he understands the business side of it and that's what's up. For real.
Other than El Alfa, like if it comes to like names and putting like Dominican Republic on the map as far as like the US is concerned, what other big Dominican name comes to mind?
Monster La Para was at the Rock Nation brunch, so he was around Jay-Z, Meek Mill, DJ Khaled, and that, and
He had a I don't know what his actual current status is, but he had like a distro deal with Rock Nation, or he had some type of deal with Rock Nation. So Mosa La Para is definitely another artist that on an international level has made noise. And then La Amenaza too. That I just finished saying, like those are two big names that I feel like, and then of course there's Hirochi too, but which has thing. Although what I don't like about the DR genre right now, it's just very chisme driven, right? But all that shit is controversial. That shit sells. So aside from El Alfa, I guess on the opposite end, it will be Hirochi. As far as like what he's doing and making his own movement and his own numbers and his own like international feature, like Ella No es Tuya remix with Mike Towers. That has to be like, as far as like connection wise, that's probably has to be like his biggest record, because he was able to get a distro deal with Sony through that.
Mike Towers is fucking huge when it
Huge.
comes to Spanish trap. All that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Hirochi low key took over them both. If you think about it, he wasn't even doing them, but he was doing a lot of just Spanish rap. It was just a bunch of just Spanish rap, and then he just came in and Dembo, and that's it. He just all that drama of who started like Trucho and all that other shit, all those other terms and all that. Like he just got big off that, and now he's right below El Alfa when it comes to dropping.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does Roshi have like any song with like any like
American
US
art.
artists?
No. So as far as US collaboration, it's definitely El Nene. El Nene is the one that has his whole, like, he has a whole different swag. Even the type of clothing that he wears in his videos, like high end fashion.
But
Like,
he has one song.
Let me that off the top of my head, yes. With a US artist, yes. So he has one song, which is the one with Wiz Khalifa. Absolutely.
Do you know the song?
Off the top of my head, I do not.
Fresco. Do you know the song?
Nah,
Me either. Do you know the song with El Alfa and CJ?
See, that's. I'm glad you brought that up though, because look,
Do you know the song with Alpha and Cardi B?
yes, and let me get back to you on that one.
Fuck it,
Though.
let me just throw. Do you know the song with Alpha and Dali Goja?
¿Qué fue? Yeah. Oh, because that's
Nigga,
an
that was
American
a banger.
artist.
Nigga, that's from home.
Yeah. I mean,
a
Dali's
little
considered
punk
an
shit.
American artist, so I guess Rochi got one too. But I see what you did there though. But that's because I feel like it's the markets that you research on. Like El Nene's not popping in amongst like certain Dominican niggas and shit like that. He has like a different range. But if you go like on YouTube and Spotify and compare the numbers, they're very like comparable. Like he's not popping in this market. Like I don't listen to El Nene like that, but I admire him in a different aura. And shout out to fucking Tito Flow. That nigga's like the managers of all managers. Them niggas moving silent is that's what I admire. That they move in silent. Nobody knows of them, but they're still doing relative numbers.
Look, I'm not.
feel
I'm not
me?
trying to take like any away from these artists.
No,
like
of
I want to make
course.
that very clear.
Of course.
If anything, all I'm trying to like insinuate is like what affects us right here.
Of course. Our
You know,
market.
like,
What are we
like
listening
us
to?
right here? You know,
Yeah.
like
what interests us?
yeah, you feel me? And I just feel like El Alfa has been able to like accomplish that.
And transcend. No,
He's
absolutely,
been able
bro.
to you know to
There's no taking that. But like even like as a second, like to El Alfa on an international level, I would even put Rochi up there. I would put El Nene right underneath El Alfa as far as like international collaborations and shit like that. And he's still, my nigga, when was ¿qué fue lo último que tú escuchaste del Nene? Te aseguro que fue Me siento solo. You feel me?
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Right? Because, like, at the end of the day, I feel like we're not his target. We're not his target audience. Porque
Which is fine.
esta ciudad se mueve con teteo. So you got to hit us with that. You know, you got to hit us with that shit. If not, we're not going to sit there and, like, as a whole and listen to it. Yeah. Nah, bro.
Some lit shit.
As a whole, niggas is not going to listen to that shit. Niggas want to listen to El Alfa. Niggas want to listen to that shit because that's the plaza. And this plaza, that's what's popping. You feel me? And y eso lo que se mueve. You feel me? So yeah, absolutely, man.
No,
Which I
no,
dig.
yeah, and once again, I just want to make it very clear that I don't want to take anything away from none of these
No,
artists.
which we're not,
You
because
know, like
it's valid what you're comparing. Absolutely.
I just want to say like what's affecting us right here in Dyckman.
Absolutely, nigga, porque es el alfa.
It's el alfa, yeah.
El alfa. El
Nigga,
nene
the
no suena
fucking-
aquí. Rochi suena,
These
pero
cars over here,
La mamá de la mala.
I'm like, bro,
Even
it's
downtown.
4 a.m., my nigga. Like,
Even downtown.
va a
I'm gonna
seguir.
need to put it down at least
Tú
4 of
ves,
those.
Rochi, tú ves, yo aprecio a Rochi, que él dice que el alfa no corre en su país, está todo, pero Rochi corre aquí y qué sé yo qué, pero no como la mamá de la mamá de la mamá.
It's Dyckman, bro.
Es
We
imposible,
litty, you know,
imposible.
Hell yeah.
¿Cómo le ganamos a Cuba? ¿Cómo? Imposible. For real.
But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because like we are the DP, and you know it's only right that we bring in some of the culture with us as far as like
Absolutely.
the Dominican artists are concerned. That was just like a little snippet, I would say. We'll try to get more into that in the following episodes. But I felt like the mood was right, especially because we have DJ Fresco once again with us here, and we also have Nate that he's very influenced through the Dominican el género, let's just say.
El género dominicano.
Yeah,
Y tengo
let's
un
just say
artista
that.
dominicano. Shout out to King S, TikToker out on
There
all
you go.
platforms right now. He is a Dominican artist, aunque no somos del mismo género de allá, pero you already know.